Guys, hello, and welcome to your February videos, and welcome to Aquarius season, where, needless to say, things get a bit weird and strange and otherworldly. So, as always, guys, I have a little intro video for you, and I want to explain the look. Where my Naruto fans at? Got my little headband. So, I would have loved to dress up like an alien or some sort of weird figure for you guys, but I'll have to save that for when I get further in my journey. But what I was able to do is bring out my mist headband. And of course, you know me, I love themes, I love symbolism. So in my videos for February, I'm going to be wearing this mist headband. This is a Naruto headband for those of you who are Naruto fans. I am going to say I have not watched Naruto as much as I would like to. But this headband was given to me as a gift by a Gemini, my Gemini brother-in-law. And it was years ago. I had no idea really what it meant, but it was so cool. And my brother, he always wore a leaf one. He always wore one. So I always took an interest in that. Like, ooh, what's on your head? Like, that's so cool, you know? So he gave me one. And it just kind of gained depth over the time. You know, I'm a water sign. Gemini is an air sign, and this is mist. So mist is kind of air and water together. And guys, we are in a very misty time as we speak today. So I thought it would be really, really cool to bring out my mist headband, put it right over my third eye. You might not be able to see me in all the videos. I think it's just going to be my hands this month again. But I will be wearing this mist headband over my third eye as a symbol to communicate emotions. It's like emotional intellect. And I think that this month, guys, you know, Aquarius and Pisces, we share the month of February. And, you know, right now as I record these, it's February 12th. And you'll probably be seeing these around the 14th or the 15th. I wanted to get the video up. I always upload my videos around the 15th of the month. So you'll probably be seeing this within the next couple of days. And, you know, I was just kind of thinking about the energies this month, and they're very, very strange. Okay, that's why I started the video out with the weird sci-fi, you know, music, because it's a very strange time. Aquarius, I believe, we're going to be talking a lot about Aquarius season. I'm going to talk more about Pisces season in March, but, you know, water and air are very much meeting up. In fact, there's always an air sign on the zodiac wheel before a water sign, like Gemini, Cancer, you know what I mean, or Libra, Scorpio. So water, air always brings in water in our universe. And Aquarius and Pisces symbolize the last two zodiac signs of the wheel. We have Aquarius, the 11th house of groups and community, humanitarian, friends, all of that. And then we have Pisces, the 12th house. Astrologers often group Pisces and Aquarius together. Aquarius is the water bearer. So in the star card, which might come up in our videos this month, we have the lady who pours water on land and pours water in the pond, because Aquarius is a multitasker who nourishes both the past and the future. So there's that kind of duality there of the multitasking, of the both pouring of the water. And I always thought it was interesting that Aquarius is the water bearer, and then it's like Aquarius pours the water that Pisces swims in. And Pisces is the 12th house. It's the subconscious house. It's the last house of our zodiac. We are headed into that time, guys. On February 19th, the sun will enter Pisces, and a lot is going to shift, all right? We have an Aquarius eclipse. And so since we're headed into the astrology portion of the intro video, I'll just go ahead and share with you what I have here. So I wanted to talk briefly about that eclipse that happened on January 31st. It happened at the last day of January. We had two moons last month. I do believe we'll have two moons this month as well, because that's how the months are kind of lining up energy-wise. That eclipse was pretty gnarly. Okay, we're entering eclipse season now, and we have another eclipse on the 16th, I believe. On the 15th, I'm sorry, and that'll be a solar eclipse. So we kind of, we had a Leo eclipse back in August 2017, And those energies were kind of closed out by the lunar eclipse in Leo on January 31st. Very life-changing, you guys. That eclipse was very much intense for me. It was in my 6th house. So, you know, and Leo is the 5th house of our whole universe. So it had everything to do with our authentic selves. I actually have a video where I talk a little bit about the eclipse, and I will be putting another video up for the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse on the 15th. So if you want to check that video out, more about that lunar eclipse, then go ahead and check my other videos out. But I did want to talk briefly about those changes. Okay, guys, I'm going to be talking more about that eclipse in each of our videos for our zodiac sign. So go ahead and if you want to like stand by, and definitely more information coming about that. So the major shifts happening this month, I would say we have a lot of Aquarius energy. For the first half of the month, we had Venus in Aquarius, which is very, very interesting. And Venus shifted into Pisces on February 10th, which was a couple days ago. So we've had this very Venusian, Piscean energy. Venus is in our 12th house subconscious of the universe. Very spiritual, very emotional, very sensitive and unconditional. I might talk a little bit more about that, but Venus is in Pisces, you guys. And she'll be there for, I think, until March sometime. And then, of course, we have Valentine's Day on the 14th, if any of you celebrate Valentine's Day. Now, see, with me, I don't really care too much for the holidays. They, you know, as I get more spiritual, it gets harder and harder for me to, you know, kind of follow these man-made holidays. But I do see them more as a ritualistic behavior. I see them more as, you know, I always look at the holidays as a little bit deeper, you know, like Christmas and Easter. I don't celebrate it like maybe the normal person would, but I do work with the energies. So this is all about love, right? Valentine's Day is all about love. I think it's just to make money. It's just like a huge marketing opportunity for companies, especially candy companies and card companies, but whatever. I guess you have to make your money somehow. So for me on Valentine's Day, I'll be doing a lot of Venus rituals. I'll be spreading a lot of love out into the divine universe, and I will be doing some surprise giveaways that day that I will just leave, and you'll find that out in a couple days, guys. So yes, we have Valentine's Day, kind of just moving down the line here. So we have an Aquarius new moon solar eclipse on the 15th. Very special day there, guys. I'm going to do a video all about those energies and what I think they'll mean for us. I did want to take a note here. I was researching. You want to be careful on Valentine's Day, guys, and you want to be careful on the new moon, because on that day we're going to have a very interesting aspect with Jupiter and Juno, okay? I will talk more about that in the Aquarius video and in the Scorpio video this month, and I will also talk about that in my new moon video. So if you're interested in that, you can do your own research, or you can just stand by, and I will definitely be coming out with some information there, okay? So we have the Chinese New Year on February 16th. We're going to be entering the year of the dog. So I have someone pretty close to me born in 1982, and there's other years as well, but so if you're born in 1982, you are year of the dog as well, but there are other years. It's very easy to find out your Chinese zodiac. I'm year of the boar. So, you know, some of you may have that in common with me. And others of you may have year of the dog. Now, year of the dog is a very loyal, you know, time. I believe that, you know, the Chinese zodiac is a little bit different than the Western astrology, but I'm going to be doing a little bit more research. I just know that loyalty and obedience, that comes up a lot with the Chinese zodiac year of the dog. And if you are a dog, if you are born in the year of the dog, you're a very loyal person as well, very a strong confidant, you know, just like a dog. It's very interesting, the symbolism there. So I wanted to mention that there. A lot of stuff going on for February, guys, and I'm just mentioning this because these are the shifts that we're going to be experiencing, right? So as we move on down, on the 17th, Mercury enters Pisces. Mercury is in Aquarius right now, guys, and he's been in Aquarius for a while, and he'll be there until the 17th. Now that's going to bring a lot of different aspects to our mental communication. It's going to bring a lot of, that's Mercury meeting the subconscious, right? So we're going to have a lot to do with our We're going to have a lot of work to do with our conscious and our subconsciouses. I might even try to squeeze in a video about that. I have a lot of videos to put out this month. And then, of course, after the 17th, we have the sun entering Pisces, okay? So this is going to be interesting, you guys, especially for me. You know, I'm a Pisces, so this energy, I'm trying to utilize this as much as I can. The fact that I'm just pretty much on a different world, my subconscious is very much being called. A lot of planets are going to be entering Pisces, right? And this, see, Pisces is all zodiac signs. Pisces is all zodiac signs combined into one sign. So something I like to say about Pisces is that whatever is going on with Pisces, you want to pay attention to, because that's what's going on in the universe is subconscious. So just because the sun's in Pisces, it technically means that the sun is everywhere, right? Venus is in Pisces. That means Venus is everywhere. So no matter if you're a Gemini or you're a Cancer or if you're a Taurus, the energy is affecting you because Pisces has a little bit of each sign in them. You know what I mean? So very, very interesting season to be coming up on. You know, I would say the same about Aquarius, because Aquarius stands for community, and a community is a group of people. It's so interesting how these astrology signs and how astrology kind of maps out the way that our universe truly is. So we have that 11th house and we have that 12th house. So I definitely wanted to bring out my mist headband for the water air energy. And I definitely wanted to speak a lot about emotional intellect. I'll be talking about that a little bit more in the Aquarius new moon video. But it's a lot of emotion, guys. I think a lot of us are really searching for emotional clarity right now. You know, we could be having a heavy emotional thoughts right now. And that's because of the energy that Aquarius and Pisces share. You know, Aquarius and Pisces are very strange zodiac signs. We're very mysterious. We hang out at the bottom of the zodiac wheel, just chilling in our different realms. You know, Aquarius are the aliens, Pisces are the fairies, the mermaids, anything mysterious, mythological, anything that has to do with fantasy. So when we enter these sort of realms, you know, our mental states and our perceptions can get a little skewed. So you might want to grab a Pisces friend or an Aquarius friend around this time and just, you know, observe them, not in a creepy analytical way, but just try to, you know, jive with them. And, you know, if you study or take note of what a Pisces and an Aquarius is going through right now, you can kind of relate that to the collective. You can kind of relate that to our subconscious as a whole. So, you know, guys, very interesting time here. Very interesting time indeed. We are reaching the end of a cycle. Come Aries season next month, guys, we are going to be experiencing the astrological new year. I can't wait to talk more about that in March. And as far as the astrology portion goes, that's all that I have for you there. And of course, there's more weird stuff to talk about, but it has more to do with just the readings that I'm doing this month. So as far as the readings, I am seriously so excited because, you know, I'm a Pisces, you know, all this weird energy is going on right now. Well, I'm going to give you guys straight up intuitive readings. These readings are going to be straight up channeled, and I'm so excited. And now, for those of you who don't know what that means, it means that there is no structure. And, you know, I'm very, very psychic, especially around these times, guys. I'm coming up on my solar return. I'm going to be on Earth for another year. So these things are very, very, I'm very affected by these things is what I'm trying to say. I'm actually going to light some sage here for the collective. I actually was so excited that I did not sage before my video, but now we will sage together. So go ahead and breathe this in, and since I'm a Pisces, this is definitely available for you. Anyone who's watching, if you just need, I just burnt my nail. If you need any extra cleansing, anything like that, then just let it soak in, guys, because it's very important to cleanse around these times because there's so much energy coming in and out of our subconscious that you really just want to stay in tune with your own energy. And you want to stay in tune, especially this has everything to do with our intellect. It has everything to do with our subconscious. It has everything to do with our emotions, right? Pisces and Aquarius. February is so Aquarius, Pisces, you know, and those energies are literally a little bit difficult to explain, okay? So the way that I'm gonna do it is explain it by being my very weird self. And I'm not gonna really rehearse anything or make anything structured, because that's not how Pisces and Aquarius are. I mean, sure, Aquarius is a structured person, sure. But as far as what they know, as far as their knowledge, as far as the way they live their daily life, they experience strange things, strange synchronicities, strange thoughts. And Pisces and Aquarius might not feel super strange, but people certainly observe us that way. And I love weird. I love being weird. I love being strange. So I'm going to have a lot of fun this month, guys, just straight up giving you I'm really going to dive into my intuition. So I have no idea what's going to happen in these videos, because I'm going to let the universe literally tap in and work with me. And I'm going to work with the universe, and I'm going to be doing a lot of spirituality. I'm going to really get heavy into the incense, heavy into my crystals and my rocks over here, maybe even with some candles. I mean, that's how potent these energies are this month. I really want to get creative and be just my natural Pisces self. I have Mercury in Aquarius. I have Mercury in Venus. Venus entered Pisces, so I'll be working with that Venus collective love and beautiful energy. Anything can happen, guys. I have no idea. So you're in for a surprise. I want to really tap into your guys' subconscious. That's what I want to call these readings. They're very channeled from the universe, freestyle. They're very subconscious. So I just want to know. I think actually I'm going to save that for March. That's what my mind was thinking about for March. But for this month, very channeled, intuitive messages. Because what I didn't mention yet is Aquarius is the 12th house of Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house on the zodiac wheel. They're number 12. We only have 12 zodiac signs, and I know that there's that 13th zodiac sign. I don't really follow that. I just follow the 12 houses of the universe, right? So the zodiac sign behind you is always your 12th house, because the zodiac sign that you are is always your first house. So Pisces is my first house, and if you move back one, then you find yourself in Aquarius. So Aquarius and I have a very interesting relationship. I can always talk very strangely with an Aquarius. We have very strange and intellectual conversations, and there's even a little bit of hidden emotion behind the conversations. And I don't know if that's just because I'm a Pisces, or if it's because I have a Capricorn rising, or if it's because see, Capricorn is Aquarius's 12th house. So when I get with an Aquarius, it gets very otherworldly. It gets very subconscious. It gets very in that realm. It's hard to explain. So welcome to my world, guys. I'm going to be really using that 12th house energy of Aquarius. The sun is going to be in Aquarius as I do these videos. So I really want to shed awareness on the spirituality of things, the creativity of things. It's all about using your imagination. So you're going to see that through me this month, and how I literally, usually I have some sort of structure or some sort of theme, and I love a good theme. But this month, the theme is to not have a theme. And it's to really just freestyle and see what messages come up with you guys. And, I won't know until until the cards come out and show me. And I like that, because that's usually how I read my own tarot anyways. I just kind of ask Spirit what's going on, and then I just kind of let the messages fall out, and then almost instantly I am aware of what Spirit is trying to say. So if you're into that kind of thing, then you've reached the right video. And I just want to wish Aquarius and the February Pisces a very happy birthday this month, you guys, and everyone a happy Valentine's Day. And also, congratulations to Aries and Aquarius. Once again, shout out to my Aquarius and Aries followers. You guys had the most likes. You guys had the most views. So keep in tune for your video. I will definitely be pulling some extra cards for you guys to reveal some hidden energies for you. So you guys get kind of a little treat there. But for everyone else, don't worry. There's definitely going to be, some surprises in there for you as well. So guys, that is what's going on. A lot of mysterious energy, even more mysterious in March. Really excited to do those videos after my solar return has passed, things like that. But I think that's it. I think that's it for the intro video. And other than that, buckle up, you guys. We are in a rocket. I'm imagining us in a rocket right now. We are about to blast off and we are about to be abducted to a different realm where we can get some of the most amazing messages from spirit. So, guys, I hope you're ready. Buckle up, like I said, and enjoy your reading. See ya.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
Hi, Libra. Welcome to your February reading with me. I'm just lighting some sage here at the beginning of your reading because you're the first reading I'm doing of the day. And to be honest with you, Libra, I feel a subtle rushy energy. I feel busy and, that's not really like me. I'm going to sage your cards here. So if you happen to be watching this video with the same energy, then you can use this moment here to kind of sage away any of those energies that make you feel rushed. I know a few Libras, and they definitely don't like to feel rushed. One of my best friends is a Libra, and him and I are always like the last to do something. Like, we're the last to get into the store, we're the last to get out of the car. And I think it's just because we like to move at our own pace. And for you to be the justice and the scales of balance, Libra, you really want to balance out those rushful energies that any of you might be feeling with more calmer, peaceful energies. You guys are the peacemakers. So it's all about peace. It's all about, balance and justice. So I thought it would be beneficial for me to light sage around your cards and just in front of the camera there so that you can kind of see the energies and basically allow them in. And I definitely believe in that time is fluid. So I thought, hey, maybe this rushed feeling that I'm feeling is happening for a reason. Because see, I never feel rushed. I'm never in a position to feel overly busy or rushed. So it's kind of interesting there. I thought, maybe this means something deeper. And I was going to sage before I started your reading, but I'm like, no, let me just, freestyle it. And so you're cleared, Libra. Also, incense and sage are really, really powerful to use for Libra because you're an air sign. So I thought that would be really, really cool to incorporate that in your reading. And I feel better. I'm not sure about you guys, but I definitely feel better. I feel ready to do your reading, and there's no need to feel rushed. I mean, time is available for all of us. Time was man-made. Time isn't really real. And I have all the time in the world to sit here and peacefully balance out the energies for you and get you guys a really good reading. And if you hear my dog bark, he's right down here on the floor. I try to bring him in here so that he doesn't bark out in the living room, but it is backfiring a little bit. So he might try to say hi to you guys. And I might have to get up and let him out if he starts getting all nuts. So Libra, beginning of your reading, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Venus. I talked to Taurus about Venus as well because Venus has been traveling around the zodiac wheel. And for the first half of the month, I think a little bit, since mid-January to about February 10th, Venus was in Aquarius. And that's an air sign. Venus is happy in air signs. And, well, Venus is happy in different ways in all the signs. She's in Pisces now, guys, adding a very spiritual and sensitive element to your guys' ruling planet. She made it there just in time for Valentine's Day. So if any of you guys celebrate Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. I'm recording your reading on Valentine's Day. And I think that's just so lovely, Libra, because you guys are all about love. You're all about peace. You're ruled by Venus. So, this is all working out. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Venus and let you guys know that, since Venus is your ruling planet, excuse me, you might want to just keep a little eye on what she's doing and what sign she's in, because just like for me, I keep an eye on where Jupiter is and where Neptune is. And both of those planets, excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water here. Both of those planets are in water signs. So, I like to take note of what that could mean for me. And I was telling Taurus the same thing. So some of you, if you feel like it, Libra, you can research a little bit about Venus and Pisces, or you can check out my Instagram. I have a post about Venus and Pisces and how spiritual I think it is, and I always post about the main planets and their movements. So definitely something to consider if you guys have been feeling a bit more emotional or a bit more passionate or spiritual, anything like that. This is definitely a subconscious realm. Venus has entered the 12th house of our universe. So I just wanted to briefly mention that there in the beginning of your reading. Other than that, Libra, February is mainly about your 5th house and your 11th house. Now, it's interesting with you, Libra, because since you're the opposite sign of Aries, your houses are opposite what they normally are. So what I mean by that is Aquarius is normally the 11th house, but Aquarius happens to be your 5th house. And Leo is normally the 5th house, but Leo happens to be your 11th house. And that's just how the universe works, because you are the opposite sign of Aries, and you are all about balance here. So we had a full moon in your 11th house of friends and wishes and goals and humanitarian and community groups. The 11th house is all about groups of friends and how we network with other people. And we had a full moon there at the end of January, which means February kind of mimics and echoes that energy a bit for you too. So Libra, what that might mean for you guys is that you could be meeting new friends inspired by that energy. You could be closing out old friendships that no longer serve you, definitely balancing things out in that department of your life. And the 11th house has to do with your goals. Now see, you guys have the North Node in your 11th house. So for the next several months until November, until the nodes shift to Cancer, the action of your destiny is being called to your goals and your dreams, Libra. What it is that makes you reach for the stars, wishing on the star, following your one true path of destiny, the North Star, your purpose here in life. And that might be tied in a bit to friends and groups and the community you live in. And, Libra, you could just be really balancing that out or thinking heavily about your futuristic goals and what it is that you're actually here for. And so since you had a full moon of light, the moon was filled with light in your 11th house of Leo on the 31st. So, yeah, Libra, that's beginnings and new beginnings and endings there in that chapter for you. Now that's already happened, and that's something that you might be experiencing. Those energies are closing out a bit because we are approaching an eclipse tomorrow in your 5th house of pleasure. Now those aren't very serious energies. The 11th house is a bit serious, but the 5th house is more about fun. It's more about pleasure. It's also the house of children, and some say that it's the house of soulmates. So if you would like to plant any new seeds regarding any of that information, tomorrow the 15th would be a wonderful time to do that. Every new moon, I sit down and I write out my intentions for the future, because every new moon is hidden in the sky as if it's being planted underground. And see, there's going to be a Virgo full moon in March, and everything that we plan tomorrow on the 15th will be brought to fruition on that Virgo full moon. And I'll be doing a video about the full moon, and I'll be doing a video tomorrow about the eclipse too. So you might want to, hang out a bit and watch out for my videos, Libra, because I'll be uploading a couple of videos here in the next couple days. A lot of videos from Pisces Priestess. A lot of energy going on this month. So another thing, Libra, is that we're coming closer and closer to the full moon in your sign. When we reach March, I think there'll be a full moon in Libra April, because when Aries season comes, the astrological new year, it'll be time for a Libra full moon, and that's going to add balance to our universe, and that's going to add a lot of emotional justice to you guys as well. So interesting there, Libra, that I kind of noticed that. So I shuffled your cards before we started the reading. It took a very long time for you guys to wind up on the bottom of the deck. That's my code with Spirit. When Spirit shows me the Justice card, that means that the reading is ready for Libra. So it took a little bit, and I was wondering what that might mean. And I trust Spirit though, so I trust that your energies are aligned and that the messages are ready to come out for you. If you didn't watch my intro video, Well, I just wanted to let you know that this month I'm really tapping into the subconscious energies. I'm going to be doing that for the next couple months, tapping into that intuitive channeling. So what I mean by that is I'm literally just going to, I don't really have any plan, Libra. I just want the universe to speak to you about whatever it needs to speak to you about in February, okay? Completely channeled. Anything can happen in this reading. So Spirit, I would really like to take the time to ground my energies. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths in because Libra's ruled by air, Libra's ruled by breath. So that's something you guys can remember too, is that if you're ever feeling anxious or apart from the collective, apart from the divine, if you ever need to invoke peace in your environment, then you just want to breathe in for 4 seconds and breathe out for 4 seconds, because it's very, very critical that you guys do that as an air sign. So Spirit, I would like to open up the space, the divine space, for the beloved archangels Libra, specifically for the Libras that watch my YouTube channel, and I pray that they are summoned by the law of attraction, those who have messages waiting to come out today. In Spirit, anything you would like to talk to Libra about, I just want to align myself with it, and I want to create the space, the peaceful space, the pure and sacred protected space for Libra this month. Anything you would like to bring to the forefront for them. So let's see what messages are coming out for you guys from Spirit. Let's stop running from love, running from love. Let's stop, baby. Let's stop running from love, running from love. Let's stop, baby. Oh my, my, my. Knight of Pentacles. So Libra, the first card out for you is a rather slow moving card, the Knight of Pentacles. And I will tell you that when that card came out, the bottom of the deck was the Tower. So you guys could be feeling like something is slowly but surely coming to an end. Slowly but surely towering down. And that doesn't necessarily mean that something's towering down. You just might be feeling that way. And another thing about this Knight of Pentacles is that no wonder it took a while for your energies to align, because I see that Libra is a little bit overwhelmed with different emotions and different opportunities. And this Knight of Pentacles explains exactly why it took a while for your energy to get on the bottom of the deck for me. I mean, it took a good 5 or so minutes for me to find the Justice card. I really had to just ground myself and, you know, shuffle it and just open up, because you can't control Spirit like that. And I know that. I'm just, under a little bit of stress, honestly, trying to get all my videos out there for you guys. I always talk to you around the 15th, so we got a lot of stuff going on. I have a lot of extra videos to do, and plus it's almost Pisces season, so, a lot of stuff coming in. And so Libra, I'm going to relate my energy to you, because I really open myself up in these readings for your benefit. So I believe that everything I go through once I hit record on this computer is somehow aligned with you. So there is this slow moving energy of change. This, for some of you, this could be finances that are just really moving slowly. But I do see that you're really trying to mentally pick up the pace with that. As far as whatever's physical in your life, because see, Pentacles don't always mean money. It just means something physical in your life of value. And, you are ruled by Venus. So finances and value go hand in hand with you, Libra. And you are the Justice card. You are the scale of balance. So, it is about balancing out anything in your life right now in February. Well, always for you. But this Knight is, any Knight. And you do have 2 Knight cards on the table. Okay, so that's very interesting right off the bat. And there's something here about February starting off pretty slowly for you. I feel the need to say that there's some sort of physical change happening in February for Libra, but it's coming in rather slow. And I'm talking about the slow movement, Libra, because this Knight happens to be the slowest moving Knight in the deck, because he's all about Pentacles, so he's more so grounded, Now, we have other Knights in the deck that are rather quick. And here you are, Libra. This is your air energy for you. And this Knight is really, really different from the Knight of Pentacles. So we have these 2 Knights here for you. So what that tells me is that in February, Libra is on the move. And if you're not, than you're going to be. Now see, when the first card came out, I kept shuffling, but I did get a glance at the bottom of the deck, and it was the Tower. So all I know is if there was, and you guys are, you know, pretty intellectual. You're really, really intelligent, smart signs. And you guys are all about peace. So with that being said, for you to have this kind of peacemaking attitude, if anything isn't peaceful, like the tower is not very peaceful. It comes in, the universe comes in and completely shakes up the foundation that you've been treading. So Libra, if you're intellectual in February and you can feel the tower moment coming, then I would definitely be compelled to action too. And that's showing in your reading based off of these knights. And then, I mean, there's all movement cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, which is a movement card as well, two air cards. We have a Pentacle and two swords. And then we have this Knight of Swords. So another thing that I'm seeing from Spirit is that there is this slow movement, and then perhaps by the end of February, things really, really pick up with this Knight of Swords. Another way to interpret this is that your actual realistic realm, when it comes to the actual reality of things, which is what Pentacles represent, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, it's pretty slow. You know, there might not be a earthly change happening as fast as you would like it to happen mentally. Because I see mentally here represented by these swords that, you know, there's something here that you're not quite clear about. And you're trying to rush away from that. You're definitely rushing towards a more grounded, stable lifestyle. Some of you could be rushing towards a slower lifestyle. You know, especially because I had a great deal of anxiety at the beginning of this reading. And that, granted, that had a lot to do with my own personal life. But I'm also being led to make the connection there with your life, Libra. Because, you know, these readings are divinely aligned. So why would it be that you are the reading that I start with today and I felt like that? Perhaps Libra is pretty busy. Perhaps Libra has been working a lot. Maybe some of you have a very busy schedule, and mentally you're pretty overwhelmed by that. Mentally you're pretty clouded. But let's not forget that you are the scales of balance. So for as fast and as cloudy as things are, you definitely want to balance that out with that slower movement, with the sunny skies back here. Very different cards here. Slow and fast, cloudy and sunny, air and earth. So I do feel a lot of logic and intellect here. So you guys can be very mental in February, but I'm seeing some emotion as well in the middle of this reading so far. Definitely some emotion, because at the bottom of the deck we have the the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups has been coming up a lot for my readings in February for a lot of the signs so far. And I am not surprised to see it, because this reminds me of a Pisces energy. This energy is an overwhelming, confusing, emotional energy. And here you are in a subconscious realm, perhaps when the sun enters Pisces, or perhaps just in February when you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the different emotional options you have. But what I'm heated to say, Libra, is you want to be careful, because you're moving, right? You have these knights on the table. Mentally, you are really wanting some quick change. You are really trying to charge forward towards something in February with little to no regard towards the future. You know, the Knight of Swords, the one thing about the Knight of Swords is that he doesn't really care what lies ahead. He's ready to charge forward no matter what dangers might lie ahead. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on your position in life, Libra. But if you're charging forward to some energy like this, the only thing I want you to be careful of is the options in these cups. Because not every option is actually a benefit to you. Some of these cards have rather toxic energies inside them. I mean, some of these cups have rather toxic energies in them. So what that tells me is that subconsciously, Libra might be feeling a lot of different ways. You might be feeling intellectual. You might be feeling like celebrating. You might be feeling a little bit on the dark side. You might be feeling a little bit sneaky, or you might be thinking a lot about your finances, or you might be thinking a lot about your home. And it's not exactly that you have to be feeling these ways, Libra, but there might be several options offered to you in February they're going to initiate a different emotional response. For instance, you may get an opportunity that makes you feel like celebrating. That might be a cup that you really do might want to choose. But then we have this dragon figure here to symbolize the more toxic offers, right? The snake up here, the more sneaky, poisonous offer that could possibly bite you in the ass and hurt you. Then we have the more spiritual offer, the more knowledge and intellectual offers, but all of these are in cups. So they're going to initiate feelings this month, Libra. And I'm not sure what different offers, difference of you are going to be receiving, but I'm definitely seeing some heavy subconscious energy because we have the devil card right underneath that. So some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you might be just dealing with karmic emotions. Some of you could just be feeling quite chained to all these different opportunities, all these different options. And as a Libra, you're more so about your sound intellect. You know, not a lot of people know that about Libra, but you guys are very mental. And it's important for your mental space to be clear. And the subconscious is just, you know, a deeper mental space that not many of us dwell within. But we are reaching the 12th house of Pisces. Pisces has everything to do with the subconscious. And this month, I am talking a lot about that, judging off of the cards. Spirit is really coming through, speaking with many people this month about their subconscious. A lot of, don't worry, Gemini and Cancer, and I believe Virgo, a lot of signs, damn near everybody has this devil showing up. And that's either Capricorn or our subconscious. So if you're not dealing with a Capricorn energy, and it possibly could be both. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn and dealing with some of these rather gnarly, nasty energies in your subconscious. Now I'm talking about this because this month is all about clearing your emotional state and clearing your subconscious. And what do you know, Libra? That's exactly what these cards are saying. Whatever you might feel, if there's any chained chaos or confusion, any chained darkness that you're feeling deep within your own subconscious, Pisces season is going to be a really great time to really cleanse that spiritually and cleanse your mental space. Get yourself to a more grounded, realistic, calm environment, right? Because these energies aren't calm. They're not positive. This is pretty heavy stuff right here. I'm seeing that some of you feel chained to a person, place, or thing. You're feeling a lot of different emotion about this toxic, manipulative energy. It could be an addiction. Some of you really could be drinking from poisonous cups, aka alcohol. So if you know anybody like that, if you're dealing with a toxic energy like that, you just want to, be careful there, because that is showing up briefly in your cards, Libra. But you guys are archangels, so I don't really feel as fearful as I usually do for people who get the devil card. Now, I don't mean that as in like I'm afraid of the devil card, but to be honest with you, I'm a very strong empath. And sometimes when I get the devil card in my readings for people, I literally get a different feeling every time. It really depends on the other cards on the table. Now for you, Libra, this really is talking about your subconscious. It's talking about any toxic people, places, and things in your life that need to really, really cleanse out. Okay, because we're getting closer and closer to that full moon in Libra, and you might as well start now at clearing all this clutter. I'm just seeing a very cluttered subconscious for you. And here you are quite overwhelmed and confused about what's going on. It's almost as if you're looking at this whole picture. This energy and this energy. Here you are looking at it all. And, the subconscious is a rather dark place. It's where we hold all of our deepest secrets. It's where we shove our deepest feelings. I like to talk about the subconscious as if our whole bodies were a house, then our subconscious would be the basement or the attic, depending on what way you'd like to look at it. But what I mean by that is when people visit your home, well, they don't usually go to your basement right away, right? They don't usually go to your attic either. So those are the places we like to hide things, because people don't visit there a lot. We don't even visit our subconsciouses a lot. And when we don't visit our subconsciouses a lot, well, we can all of a sudden find our subconscious in a state like this, very cluttered and very chained and very toxic. So I believe that's the message there for you, Libra. Could just be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Could be hanging on tight to certain things in your life that are real, maybe even money. But back to these knights. Back to these two knights charging towards each other. And in the middle, there's this leaving energy of the Six of Swords. So we already talked about, okay, I'm seeing here a lot of different opposites. Coins, swords, logic, intellect, clouds, sunny, black horse, white horse. So do you see how Spirit kind of showed you that there, Libra? Quick energy, slow energy. I mean, this is like a rather very quick energy, one of the quickest nights. We have the wind blowing really hard in the background, and then here it's completely different. So you guys could really be feeling that dual energy come February, especially because the sun is entering a dual sign. So Libra, whenever Gemini season, Pisces season, or Libra season, we are the only three dual signs. Now, what do I mean by that? It means that we have two counterparts. Libra has two scales, right? Always. Have you ever wondered why it is that you feel like you're always battling yourself? Quite literally. Well, it's because you have two polar opposites that exist within you energetically. Same for Pisces. I have two fish that swim in opposite directions. Same for Gemini. They have two twins, the masculine, the feminine, the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, the light, and the dark. So I'm seeing, Libra, that those energies are really going to be brought to the forefront for you in February. Possibly towards more of the end of February when Pisces season is in full effect. So you might be feeling a little bit like, do I want to go? Do I want to stay? Do I want to hurry up? Do I want to slow down? Do I need to ground myself mentally? There could be something of value slowly coming in to you February. See, because this night is literally giving you something in February, some sort of financial opportunity. This could manifest as a new job or newfound money. But it's coming to you slower than what your mental would like. Because mentally, you are really quick. You're really quick drawn, and you're really ready to tackle these energies, right? Very cloudy, and you're trying to cut through that mental space. But it's almost as if this slow offer is going to help you with it. And I'm not sure if this is an earth sign coming in to help you, or if it's just a grounded sensation to help this more so scattered mentally, because you know there's more than one message on the table that's telling me that Libra is a little bit all over the place mentally in February, and that's okay, Libra, because a lot of us are scattered in one way or another. For most of us, it will be scattered emotionally, but for you, of course, you're an air sign, so it's coming through more so as mental energy. Now let's talk a little bit about the Six of Swords, because this card comes up when we're leaving something that is really hard to leave. No wonder you had that Four of Pentacles over here. Underneath the Devil, you had the Four of Pentacles, which is a guy really clenching on tightly to these Four of Pentacles that he has, because those are the only pentacles he has, and he's really clenching on tight to them. So what comes up with that card is attachment. Okay, and I'll show it to you briefly. But right underneath that, we have the High Priestess. So there's certain awareness spiritually that you're going to gain. But see this guy here, he's really clenching on tightly to these pentacles. The only problem with this card is that he's so concerned with the money he has now that, you know, when you're wrapped up in this kind of energy, it doesn't look like he can really move, right, and go make more money. It doesn't look like he can really do much else besides hold on to these pentacles. So that can be quite stressful, Libra, and quite toxic for your environment, and even more confusing when you're already dealing with a bunch. So this Six of Swords is talking about leaving something with regret. Okay, these people are not happy about why they have to leave, especially mentally, because we have swords once again. So you may be communicating in February very quickly about where it is that you would like to go, and the fact that you need to go pretty much now. You know, you needed to go yesterday. You know what I mean? So you're really charging forward towards this Six of Swords. And this card talks a lot about getting to a calmer waters, you know, calmer waters. Waters are coming up a lot in our universe right now because of Pisces season. You know, your emotions could be, because water symbolizes what we feel and our emotions. So, you know, look at that. It's pretty rocky down there, right? But look ahead of them. The waters are a lot less choppy. They're a lot calmer. And then we have land over here in the distance, and that's ultimately where they're going. So, you know, there is this slowly grounded energy in the background of your reading, but it's really slow. So you could have been feeling, some of you Libras are out there really feeling emotional And you've been feeling emotional for a long time, and that's just going to amplify in your mind, in your mental space come Pisces season, because that's what Pisces season does. Anything we hide in our subconscious in Pisces season is really brought to the forefront, which is why we have the High Priestess and the Devil card over here. So a lot of those mental secrets in that the light and the dark Libra, it's going to come out rather quickly in February, the have and the have-nots. There are emotional battles that Libra is fighting, and there's also mental battles as well. And you know, you guys really do have a lot of knights coming up in your reading, because now we have the Knight of Cups in the mix. So there's emotion, there's mental, there's logical, okay? And I mean, this is calm, this is slow, this is quick. So this is the peace. This is a Pisces card. This is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The only knight you don't have is the Knight of Wands. So that tells me, Libra, that you're not putting as much action as you could be towards your passions, Libra. And, you know, you guys are very passionate people, very intellectual as well, but very passionate about your dreams and about what it is that makes you happy, because you're ruled by Venus. So the fact that you're the only knight that you're missing is the Knight of Wands tells me that you might want to direct some of this strong energy towards your passions, towards the fire, you know, because the fire is what's missing from your reading so far. The only fire card you have on the table is this rather defensive battle energy. A lot of people down here trying to knock you off your feet and your throne, and here you are avoiding your emotions because you're not putting the feet in the water down there. So no wonder there's not really much passion in February for Libra, because the passion is being battled with other people's passions. And there's people that are trying to distract you from your passions, and it's working. So you've really got to knock that off, Libra, because look at this. We have the 9 and the 10 of Cups in your reading as well. 9 of Cups talks about being content emotionally. Talks about being so happy and surrounded by abundance. I mean, come on now. This is the 19 of Cups when you put them all together. And, you know, the 10 of Cups is a happy home life. This is harmony. A wish coming true about your home environment. You know, so talk about emotions, Libra, coming in for February for you. Definitely coming in. I mean, these are some of the most cuppiest cup cards that you can get in tarot. So I'm also led to say here that there is some sort of emotional completion that's in store for you, Libra, because of some sort of wish that you've made. Because this is the wish card, so make a wish, Libra. If you guys have any wishes about the home environment or about harmony or about a happy family or anything like that, it's directly being said here in the cards. So you want to focus your energy passionately, Libra, because look what you're being distracted from. This happy, harmonious energy, when you're surrounded by these happy emotions and by this rainbow, and you're definitely distracted from your passion, definitely. Because this is a card where you're consumed with these 3 cups. You are consumed with these 3 cups. See here how you're focusing on these 3 cups, and you're rather depressed about some sort of third-party situation. 3 people are involved here, 3 emotions, the butting of the heads. A lot of butting of the heads. A lot of people are butting heads this month with Libra. And you're overly focused on these 3 cups that are really just in the past. You know, here are 3 cups that you're focused on. So there's some sort of 3 emotions or 3 situations. These 3 of Cups are distracting you. They're distracting you here in a depressed form, and they're distracting you here. You're missing this opportunity from the universe to receive this brand new cup. So Libra, there's an emotional opportunity for you in February that you're being distracted from by battles and by defensiveness. And look behind you here. You see in that card here how there's perfectly 2 good cups behind him still left over. So Libra, whatever's happened from this moment, you know, up until now, it's okay. Feel those feelings, feel the light, feel the dark, but you're the balance, you know, balance it out and feel what you feel and then move on from it, because there's opportunities waiting for you here and here. And then there's passion beneath that, the truth coming out about how passionate you really are. And I believe those cups have this inside it. Wow. The 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Being completely emotionally content, completely surrounded by emotion. This is definitely Pisces season, bringing in those feelings. And I think a lot of people are kind of subconsciously afraid of Pisces season, especially the energy of it. But I'm seeing in the messages this month for people that Pisces season is actually going to bring a lot of happiness, a lot of completion. You know, a lot of new beginnings emotionally for people. And a lot, you know, Pisces season is going to come in and really cleanse out any of those toxic energies that we've been feeling. So Libra, that is definitely a really cool message there to come out for you. And I don't know why I was led to do that there. You know, but let's back up a little bit here. No wonder you're a little bit confused and a little bit overwhelmed, because look what's in your future. We had that 10 of Cups and that 9 of Cups. And that would overwhelm anybody, you know. So, just interesting there. But I kept these Knights out. And I'll put the Knight of Cups to the side so we can get, well, I guess I might get some new messages for you, because the messages are getting quite clear. Look at the emotional action. This is emotional action, physical action, mental action. So I see that many Libras are really, you know, they're really going after what they want, even if it's slowly, even if it's quickly, even if it's peacefully. You know, this is basically telling you, Libra, that you can choose where to go from here. But you're coming up on a point in February where your action needs to be taken. I don't know if you're going to take action with your emotion, or if you're going to take action with the sword, with the mental. You might take mental action, you might take emotional action, you might take realistic, physical, real action. But you might take all action in different ways. You might balance all this out. But Libra, it's time for action. And for some of you, that action might come in the form of finally leaving a situation that was not mentally healthy for you. Okay, so your cards are making a lot of sense so far. So is there anything else, Spirit, that you'd like to touch on? Okay, so here comes this 4 of Pentacles I was talking about. You're holding on to something secretly, deep down in your subconscious, holding on to something that the High Priestess is going to reveal, because this is a Pisces card. So come Pisces season, the light and the dark, anything that you're holding on to, finances, it is going to be revealed. And here's this Balance card at the bottom, this Sagittarius card. Okay, so you wanna be patient, Libra, and you wanna moderate what it is that you're holding on to. And here are these cups again, and this card is coming up so much. The Temperance card is coming up so much for February, and I think it's because of this image here, right here, where her feet are. His feet, I'm sorry, this is Archangel Michael. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. Very, very important to do this in Pisces season and in February, because a lot of emotions are coming in. And if anybody can balance that out by being grounded at the same time, being logical and realistic and emotional and spiritual, it's you, Libra. And you know what? That's exactly what Spirit is saying here. Yeah, sure, some of you might be holding on to something, but really this is about hanging on to as much logic as you can during a very spiritual time. You can balance spirit and logic, Libra. So you're going to have a little bit of a better time than most people in Pisces season, really balancing out what's real and what you feel. What you can see and what you can feel. Pentacles and water, earth and water energy, Virgo, Pisces, very strong in the universe in February. So, you know, some of you, the message is that you're holding on, when really in February, the energy is really wanting Libra to let go. Maybe retreat a little bit inwards instead of hanging on to this realistic, structured lifestyle. I mean, this person is really trying to hang on to logic. Sounds a little bit like a Virgo or something. But the High Priestess is really powerful, and she wants you to balance both the spirit and the realistic, reality and the reality realm and the spiritual realm, because Libra, everything's about to change for you. Your world is changing. Major completions coming up for you in February. And you're being asked to see something a different way. To hang tight and be a little bit patient like that Knight of Pentacles. Because this Ace of Pentacles is on the way. Finances are coming in for you in February. Some sort of new job opportunity or new, career investment, a promotion, a gift from the universe coming down from the sky. Whatever this is, it might not be money, but it's something that is very real. Because Pentacles symbolize what is real, what you can feel. And, it might make you a lot emotional because here we have this Nine of Cups and this Ten of Cups coming again. Even though I shuffled your cards, we have these cups again. And it's really important for you to get your emotions under control quickly because the King of Cups, wow, is he very emotionally strong. This is the most emotionally strong card that I believe can come up in the tarot. Now, mentally, I know, Libra. I know you're feeling like you're battling this mental confusion. See the clouds back there? You could even have people in your life that are defeating you mentally right now, they're distracting you. This guy is distracting you. He's taking your mental power away. See these people in the background? They're left with no swords. Now, a lot of people say that this is a victory card, but it's not a very fair victory because he's literally disarmed his opponents or his friends. I don't know what was going on in this situation, but all I know is he's left with way too much power. He has 5 swords. These 2 swords on the ground belonged to these men. And now they're left in the background feeling very emotional with all that water back there. So you're feeling emotional, definitely feeling emotional, Libra. And you're feeling very mentally cloudy because of all these battles going on. And because of all the emotional loss. Very distracted from your passions this month. But it's time for the truth to come in, definitely. The Page of Swords is coming in with a message, and then look, we have the Queen of Swords. That's a Libra energy cutting through the mental confusion. So this is the point in February where you kind of cut through that mental confusion, where you ground your finances with that Ace of Pentacles. Getting the home life together, getting finances and jobs stable. New passionate beginning when you finally find that passion. And when you find that passion, Libra, don't worry what other people think around you because they're going to have different opinions of you, yes. But nobody's actually hitting each other here. They're just, energy's just going a lot of different ways. So the power you have with this Ace of Wands is going to be very powerful. Enough to affect several people. I mean, very powerful. You can manifest whatever you want, especially come these moon cycles. And it is about balancing your subconscious right now, Libra. Balancing your emotions, balancing finances. It's all about balance for you. And the strength you need to carry the weight of feeling left out in the cold. But it's okay because there is a new beginning mentally for you. And financially. And emotionally. And passionately, Libra. I mean, come on now. There has to be a reason why all these messages are coming out for you. And I hope that you're following along. So let's see if there's any final messages for Libra. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Wow. So out comes the sun to dry up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. So Libra, at some point in February or March, the sun is really going to shine on you emotionally. And here's this knight. Here's this knight. Here's the Ten of Pentacles because something is completing for you. But here's the main message for you. That the warmth, the emotional warmth, the emotional positivity, the emotional success, and also the sun shining on your love life in February. Some sort of new love offer, new emotional offer coming in for February that really just lights Libra up. Makes you feel like this little child on top of this horse. I mean, the sun is a very straightforward message, and for the Knight of Cups to be on the bottom, I believe that this is emotional happiness. After you get through everything that we just went through in the cards. A lot of stuff going on for Libra, But the sun is vitality. The sun is success and positivity and warmth and love and light, illumination, being aware of your emotions this month. Being aware of the emotion coming in and utilizing that for your own balanced benefit. So Libra, there is not much to worry about in February because look at your outcome. Look at your outcome. The sun shining on those moments where you felt, look at the balance again. We have this dark, cold energy in this warm, sunny, loving energy. It's all about balance this month for you, Libra. The sun is going to come in and really add a lot of warmth to your life. And here's this Knight of Swords again. So, and this is my message for Tarot Tuesday, actually. So I'm seeing that Libra is very aligned with the universe right now. The sun is lighting your path. The sun is going to light your way. So, you know, you might choose to take mental action this month. Since that's the night, well, the Knight of Cups came out too. So you might be taking mental and emotional action this month. And the sun is just lighting your way for that. So I think that's a beautiful, Libra. And I don't think you have much to worry about at all. I really don't. Behind that Knight of Cups was the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands, so a happy home life. We got Virgo, we got Aquarius, the water bearer, the wheat bearer. So there may be a love decision that you have to make because of this new person coming in or this old person coming back from the past, but I wouldn't care about any of it because the sun is here for you come the middle, end of February and all throughout March. I think those were beautiful messages to come out for you, Libra. Now, if this reading was a little bit all over the place for you, I do want you to know that in March, I'll be going back to a little bit more of a structured reading. If some of you didn't really like how all over, but I enjoy reading like this because it really allows, you know, I'm a Pisces and Pisces season is very, very close. So I'm really feeling these subconscious energies. I'm really feeling these spiritual energies and, you know, I'm utilizing them so that I can give you the best messages because my subconscious is changing right now. You know, everybody changes around Pisces season because a lot is completing. And for you, I see that the sun is shining on those completions and guiding you and warming you, filling you with love and positivity and confidence. And you're just going to be radiating in February and in March. So Libra, that's what I have for you for February, and I do hope this reading was enjoyable and relatable to you. I sure hope so, because there was a lot of positivity there once you got through all of the mental anxiety and all of the mental confusion. And you're just being called to action, obviously, because the sun is shining, showing you which way to go, showing you what's up ahead. So it really doesn't matter what night you choose, because either way, it's movement, Libra. Either way, you're moving away from something harmful towards something more positive, more light, more love, more peace, more balance. Libra is moving towards a more balanced state of life. And I believe this is just the beginning for you guys, and that it's going to get better and better and better as we get closer to spring and summer. Lots to be excited about, guys. The sun is actually literally on its way. The sun is moving to Pisces. The sun is moving into Aries. The sun, you know, where I live, it's pretty cold. So the sun is literally on its way to warm up your emotional cup. And it's coming with love, Libra, for you. And it's coming with light and peace and balance. So if you enjoyed this reading and you would like for me to take a closer look at personal, because this is just a general reading. This is general for Libra, which is a great reading to happen generally. But if you want to speak personally with me, I have all my information below. I have my PayPal. I charge $10 for 30-minute readings. But to be honest with you, I can never talk for 30 minutes. So all my readings are about an hour, so that's $20. And I'm really open to any kind of readings that you want. Birth chart readings, love readings, past, present, and future readings. You know, I'm really, really flexible when it comes to that kind of thing. My main thing is that I just want to get Spirit's messages out to those who are intended for. So I thank you so much for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for all your likes, subscribes, all your donations. Oh my God, they're so greatly appreciated. I love that all the support especially from you, Libra. You know, we definitely need the balance right now. I'm going to need balance, you know, as Pisces season approaches. A lot of change happening. Balance is important to have when there's a lot changing. So I think that's all I have for you, Libra. I wish you a very happy February and a happy eclipse tomorrow and a very happy Valentine's Day. And I will talk to you guys in March. Bye.